Hi, today is a very cold day and I decided to make soup. So we're going to do very comforting soup and healthy soup. It's lentil and spinach with chicken. So let me show you the ingredients, what we already prepared for that. What we will need, the most important ingredients, it's the lentil. I already picked, it's green lentils. Lentil, spinach, fresh spinach, or you can use also frozen spinach, but I always prefer fresh. Then we have chicken, peeled potatoes, diced, it's around 1-inch cube. Then we have diced carrots, already washed and diced. Bell peppers, it's always nice to have different colors, but I had only green ones, so I'm using green, but it will be nice if you have red, yellow, green, and then you also dice it just like this. And we have celery, diced onions. For my pot, the water is already boiling. We will start, so for this amount I have just 1 yellow onion diced. So let's start. The first thing I will do, I always put the chicken into a boiling water because this way your broth stays clear. The water is boiling and we will put the chicken into the hot boiling water. Okay. So it's a chicken fillet. Okay. I will put 2 bay leaves there. Just again, everything what I use I always wash. So 2 bay leaves. As soon as it starts boiling again together, I will put the lentil and put a little bit oil. I like to use light olive oil for cooking. So it's like, okay, and we will start sauteing here. Okay, as soon as this warm, we will put first we'll have the onion there. Okay, as soon as I hear the sizzle, I will put the onion, then celery, carrot, and bell pepper. I will saute that slightly together. Okay, this is boiling, so I'm gonna put the lentils. All the proportions I will have with the video, and I will attach that with the video, and also it will be in your kit with the printed recipe. So don't worry about the proportions right now. Okay, this is cooking. I'll just give a quick mix. So basically the lentil and the chicken are gonna cook at the same time. That's why I don't worry about the lentils will not be overcooked, and it's nice when the chicken in the soup it slightly should be overcooked. Okay, so this is warm. I'm gonna put onions and you can hear the sizzle. So we will slightly fry the onions until we see the golden color, and then we'll add the rest of the vegetables, because the onion is the most important ingredient right now that will give that nice aroma for the soup, and it will be the base, the start. Okay, for the seasoning we will need salt, pepper, black pepper. I think it will be better when you put after it's cooked, and you just put freshly grinded black pepper in your bowl. But again, the options for the seasonings can vary because we have the flavors that will match for the lentil soup. We can use turmeric is really good, coriander is very good, but today I'm gonna do the very basic. I want nice flavor, but you decide if you like to add the turmeric or coriander. I'm just gonna, at the end, I'm gonna put fresh cilantro. Okay, so this is boiling, and You don't want the soup, when you cook soup, you don't want it to boil really strong. So it's always nice to simmer. This way the water will not be evaporated, and at the same time it needs to cook. So because when it's boiling really strong, the vegetables and everything can get overcooked. So we don't want that. And we don't want mushy. We still want to see all the ingredients in a soup one by one. Okay, so this is here going, cooking. Our onions are cooking, heat. And I will use the stronger one for sauteing the vegetables. Okay, this is better. The soup is simmering. And we will add the salt pretty soon. I don't also want to add the salt right from the beginning, because when you start cooking with the salt, then you use more salt. So if we want to keep it really healthy, low sodium. And the chicken also, I removed all the fat. There was no fat. It's just gonna be clear chicken fillet. And then the oil, you can also decide how much you want, but as long as you have slightly a little bit enough for the sauteing, so that's gonna work. I can already smell the onion, but I think we will give a little bit more for the color and the flavor. Okay, and I think I will add a little bit salt to the broth that's already cooking. I will start with half a tablespoon and then we'll try. I think this already have some color here, and let's start adding the rest of the vegetables. So we have carrot, we have our celery, and we have our bell pepper. Okay, so now we'll just mix this a little bit, and then, but again, always watch, you don't want to burn your vegetables. You just want to have that nice color and aroma. Okay. Then when everything is cooked, we'll check. So the most important is the vegetables. The carrot should be soft, the celery and the lentil. And we will, when everything is cooked, the last two ingredients, it will be the spinach, and the very last one will be cilantro. So let me add this is to the pot. Okay, I want to add the garlic now. Just one stir will be enough, just as long as it touches the skillet and it's mixed well, then you just turn it off. Because this has really nice smell, and I really love that flavor. So I don't like the overcooked garlic, but when it's slightly cooked, it has a different, really delicious flavor. So that's it. This is all going to the pot. And we leave some space. So always use the pot that when you start adding all the vegetables, you still have space for cooking, and it's not, you have enough space for all the vegetables that you're gonna add at the end. That's it. So let me just try the flavor for the salt, and this is going to be cooking for another 15 minutes, then we'll add the potatoes. Okay, let me just try the salt, and because you don't want the potatoes to be overcooked, you still want to see the pieces of all the vegetables. Okay, It will need a little bit more salt. Let me add more salt. It's a really nice flavor. That's it. So I'm covering and letting simmer for another 15 minutes and we will be back. Okay, so now we are going to 20 minutes passed by and we're going to put the potatoes. Okay, and okay, so it looks already almost everything, the vegetables are still cooking and the lentils. So basically in the beginning was 5 minutes, then with the vegetables 20 minutes, and we will wait until the potatoes are cooked. But meantime we will just start cutting our spinach and cilantro. Okay, so we are chopping the spinach. I just don't want this to have, like, when you start eating, that long leaves on your spoon. Otherwise it's gonna be anyway really soft and melting flavor of the spinach in the soup. Mixing with the spinach and it will go to the soup. Almost done. And it looks a lot, but again, I like when the soup is very hearty and it has enough vegetables, and basically it's gonna be like your main course. So this is good. We'll put this also to cook with the potatoes, and then we'll add the cilantro and we'll be done. Okay, let me So make sure you have enough space in your pot when you start putting your spinach. Okay, this is good. So let me just sink this down. And you can put even both. And at this point you already have to try the salt, because it's the time when everything has to have the right flavor and you don't want to add at the very end. So we'll wait another 5 minutes until potatoes are cooked. Okay, and we'll also chop our cilantro. And after everything is cooked, I'll just put the cilantro there, and it will be just one quick boil, and we don't want to lose the flavor and aroma of the cilantro. I don't want to overcook. So we'll wait until everything is cooked and then we'll add the cilantro there. Let's see how long was the cooking for the potatoes. So it's almost 10 minutes, but I think it needs almost there. And you want to try the potatoes, so make sure it's cooked but not overcooked. Let me just double check. I will probably use a fork to check the potatoes, and we will be just to make sure that it's soft enough. So you go like this. It still need a little bit more time. Okay, so we'll wait another 5 minutes and we'll check again. Now potatoes are ready and we are putting cilantro there. The most important now, we are just gonna give another minute to boil with cilantro, and then we cover. It's always good to let it like sit together with a covered lid for another like 10 to 20 minutes so all the flavors are mixed and it's all settled together. So now it's boiling, and you can see that you can see all the vegetables, you can see the pieces, nothing is mushy. Lentils, carrots, and even the spinach looks really nice and green there. Okay, so I'm just gonna try the salt, and this is all cooked. Thank you. This is good. Thank you so much. So I hope you like it. Please try and let me know. Share your comments under the video. See you next time.